That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
This is the most badass coronavirus. All right, now you have to donate. Coronavirus. 3 minutes late. Go blow. I actually have a lot. You know, I'm going to be completely honest with the audience here. All right. I actually have a lot to talk about. There's actually a little bit going on that I think is very interesting. Quartering's having a meltdown, and I think 8 Thoughts might have really exposed his ass this time. There's that. I want to get in the simp debate. Everybody's calling me a big boomer over my comments over simping. And yeah, I would be willing to take Bad Eddie on the audience. What else? What else did I have on the schedule here? I had Hojin. She's made a really fucking obnoxious tweet.
I saw that.
Yeah, you know, look. I understand there was something happened in Philly the other day, and I'm not saying that there's no fucking examples of people treating Asians like shit. Over here in Germany, everybody's treating each other like shit. Everybody's like, because most people know it doesn't matter what the color of your skin are, you know. And the other thing is, like, if you're scared to get the coronavirus, why would you beat up an Asian?
I know.
You know, I'm not saying there's nothing else going on, but I want to show you an idiot on my timeline, and that apparently can't read, understand, and straw man when he gets caught. And I just want to, like, there is not a major problem of assaults of Asians worldwide. It is not significant. You get beat up anytime for any fucking thing. Your skin color, your clothes, the way you smell, or somebody just wants to kick your ass, which has happened to me growing up in New Jersey. I just want to kick that guy's ass. So, you know, that's it. But here's the thing. I'm a man of my word. And I know a lot of you are going to be like, yeah, skip the Onision thing altogether. The problem is, I got to fix that. Him talking at the end. The problem with that is, I promised it, and I'm not real thrilled about making a promise. A, I'm not willing that I didn't keep. Or B, you know, just not telling the truth. So it's just, it's kind of puts me in a weird spot. I feel like I got to go through with it. I have put people on and done interviews that I know I'm not going to get big hits with. And big hits with when there's big news stories going on, because I kept my word. And it's not, you know, you really want to make enemies quick, start canceling interviews. So I'm going to go through this, but I tell you something, if it gets, I haven't watched it. If it gets kind of boring, I'm going to go to you guys, and I'm probably going to take a vote. And we can move on, and I can go on, because the quartering stuff is fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. And I got to be honest with you, I want to fucking play Warzone. I tweaked my... I won a game by myself! Both guys dipped! Both of them dipped! I ended up walking away with 8 kills. I'll probably never do that again the rest of my life. You know what I did in the end? You know what I did? If I got any chance, I'm going to run to the center of the map and camp my monkey ass off. And I guessed the right part of the center of the map because it was in a building. I picked 3 camping spots and rotated. And boy, did it work. I took out 2 teams and then some. So I walked in there with 3 kills, so I ended up getting 5 kills. So probably 4 teams if you count the one guy, but two full teams. I smoked them all. And then the last guys I run up, I actually shot them in the back. They were like looking both ways in the middle of the fucking day. I was upstairs, right, in the circle, and all I did was walk down the stairs, and they're looking both ways. There's gas to my left. There's gas behind me. Boom! Game's over! Game's over! I win! And my bitch-ass teammates, one of them decided to, like, fuck it, I'm going to jump where I want. The other one was a complete douchebag that thought he knew he was doing something. He was also a collector. Collecting absolutely everything doesn't help you if you fucking not ready to get in a fight. And then we had enough money to bring the one guy back, and he didn't go. And the other guy just got killed, and I could have brought him back too. He ended up losing the gulag and just dipping out. So I don't know how I feel.
They probably lost.
I don't know how I feel about this new one. but I'm definitely having a lot of fucking fun. I had a lot of fun. And here's the thing about this one. You know how you can play like one game, and it could be over in a second. This battle royale is not like that. It feels like you get at least 10 minutes in no matter what.
Dude, we had one the other day. We were playing. It wasn't the battle royale, but it was that plunder mode or whatever, where you collect cash.
Yeah.
We got second place, and that match probably was about 35 minutes.
35. Yeah, this one feels a little better in that aspect, but I do worry that the finality of what's great about battle royale is you're done, game's over, no continues. I do worry about that going away with a game like this, especially you can come back 2 times. Yeah, I mean they kind of with Apex they kind of tossed the line a little bit, and then Fortnite took that on. There's something about that when you jumped in H1Z1, you could be screwed. Sounds German. My hospital is going full well knocked. Ooh, only patients and employees allowed. If I die, aim the wood chipper at Keemstar's house and bring me into it. Also, hit the button, monkey. Hit the button, monkey. Was that
Oh,
the anniversary? It's almost 2 years.
that was I tweeted that out last night.
Yeah,
Everybody seems to like it.
It's one of the great
The birth of the monkey.
shot from the point clips. Absolutely. But let's go to the video. The sound is god awful. So we'll go with this as long as we can.
Videos of Shane Dawson, like trying to expose him as a predator. And you were framing that old edgy comedy as like genuine
Oh, wait a minute.
statements.
Wrong one.
Do you find that scenario like pretty ironic now that a lot of your old edgy content that you were putting out there for entertainment is being viewed as actual reality?
That is a really good question.
Let's see the answer. I haven't seen this yet either, so I want to hear his answer.
That was really good because he was.
It was a great question.
Yeah, that was. I don't think he wrote it, but Clown did. But no, that's a really good question because when I heard him going to the Shane Dawson route and then they cut off, I was like, oh Jesus, it's like, is he getting bored with this and asking him Shane Dawson because that's a name? But no, perfectly done because it does challenge him.
The second one's a question, but the first one is what goes around comes around. Okay, so that's an important life lesson. But secondly, can you tell me exactly and if possible, get it as close to a quote as possible, what Shane in his own voice said?
Oh my God, there's so many things. I believe he was calling, I don't have the quotes right here. I believe he was calling a child that won a pageant sexy. And that was like one of the main points.
Dude, you used to rate kids. We know about that.
Those forms.
It's funny that doesn't come up that much now. The rating of kids back in 2016.
Well, I was wondering if it was going to be there in this part or the next part because I know Keemstar knows about it. He said it the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I know he knows about it. I think he said it on Twitter because I was with him at that time, but he didn't go with Drama Alert with it. I don't think it's been 3 some odd years.
Yeah, it's been forever.
I could be wrong about that.
How many times did he call a 7 or 8 or 9-year-old that?
I think he was doing it a lot, like quite a lot. But
okay, and what did his co-host say to him?
Don't say that. You can't say that, if I remember correctly.
And she additionally said you could go to
What does that have to do with it?
prison to him.
Right.
You can't go to prison for saying that, as disgusting as it is.
But
right.
But does that exclude the possibility of him joking though? I mean, even though all these
when his co-host is saying you could go to jail for what you're saying, and he's not backing down, yikes!
There's no way the co-host was joking. What a deflection!
I mean, that's pretty brave for him to do on a podcast. It would have to be a joke, right? Like I see it both ways. I understand the point that you're.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have a point.
Nision is successfully deflected here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the criticism I have for Keem. He's not staying on him. That's deflection. He said that. Big deal. Clearly a joke. There's no thing that we have a situation where you were rating kids and he said something off color. And Shane is known, especially back in the old days, for saying off color. So how does this lead to any kind of evidence that he's some sex freak? He also said he didn't come on his cat. I mean, like this is ridiculous.
Point, but I'm saying that if somebody believed that was monumentally, and someone believed that the co-host was genuinely offended because they were saying that he could go to jail, if somebody believed that, I would understand where they're coming from too, because that was a really, really up situation.
Yes.
You don't have me
like,
anywhere
can't that be
being
flipped?
told I could go to jail for what I'm saying and then doubling down on what I'm saying like he did.
But can't that be flipped on you? And I'm horrible with names. It's Shyla, right? There's all this footage of you being like just so abusive to this girl, right?
He forgot about the rating.
And of course,
Well, somebody said he brought it up.
He did?
He said that it's either in this part or it's later.
Okay.
You're
So,
But that's
we'll
going to
see.
be okay. Watch.
like
We'll see.
throwing stuff at her, yelling at her. She's telling you to turn off the camera. Now you say this is like this is
Throwing stuff.
Yeah, I believe you threw candy corn at her, if I remember correctly.
Oh no, not candy corn.
Okay, but listen, like I need an actual response from you here, right?
He is good.
So
What a
in this
psychopath.
scenario,
He's-
is that
What a
real
psychopath.
or is that acting?
I'll
Yeah,
pause it
we
really
prank
quick.
people all the time.
So you're
All
pranking
the time.
people, right? So don't you find it ironic that you're saying like this old stuff and this old comedy from Shane is 100% real?
Well, that was good. All right, he brought it back.
He did a type of
Mhm.
comedy that I could not fathom.
That doesn't
And
mean anything.
I already had bad. I mean, I was talking at the time. I was talking to him casually, like everything was chill, and then someone released a highly edited video of it, and it just made it made it look so bad. And everyone was running like I think you probably remember when there was like people were hashtagging to cancel him. Like it was like
Oh,
people
yeah.
were losing their mind.
It happens every week.
I have
Yeah,
been-
so it's not
but
like
I
I came up with it. It's not like
What's that got to do with you?
idea. Everybody was on board with me, and then he makes a video going, "I'm not a pedophile."
Or pause it really
And
quick.
everyone's like, "Oh yeah, he must not be."
but
He's talking about the time that he made that video saying we need to cancel Shane for all the
That's
stuff
when-
Shane's done.
And then everyone just shifted, like it was nothing. Except I was still like, "Dude, you can't just scream, I'm not a pedo," and that be, "Oh, okay, I guess that's how it is." And everybody shifted, and I was still
Wait a
like,
minute.
What the?
Wait a minute. You
That's-
can't, you
That's-
can't,
see?
This is what you're doing.
Yeah.
I'm not a rapist. I'm a pedophile. I'm not abusing people. Oh, candy corn? What a big deal. That girl looked like she was apoplectic. Who are you fucking kidding? See, again, but then Keem's got to keep the douchebag on.
Not a,
Yeah.
it's still
You
a
can't
thing,
just
and
go all in.
It was amazing how the mob just shifted like that.
Well, you gotta
So
understand.
then I just became.
It was amazing because a broader audience heard fucking how idiot, what a huge idiot you were. You know? That's what
the
happened.
poster boy for anti-Shane, and it didn't make any sense because they were all anti-Shane 5 seconds ago.
You gotta
It
understand
makes perfect sense. More people saw it. Remember Jamie Pine almost got in trouble with that?
that
Mhm.
you have been crucified for your old edgy comedy, right? So has Shane, and so has me. Like all of us that were on the internet back then, that were just doing what was pretty much standard, being edgy, saying ridiculous stuff, have all been crucified in the present day as our jokes and comedy has been turned into like actual statements. So I hope like you have some sympathy for Shane or some understanding now that you've kind of been through the same thing.
I publicly apologized to Shane because I began to realize that you just got to be there. You got to be there to get it, and you got to actually like know the person beyond.
He's backing
what
down
I knew Shane,
here.
which was we had a couple we went out to lunch and dinner, and we tried to make a video together or whatever, and we collaborated on another instance or whatever. So I knew I had a general idea of who he was, but I didn't really know him. I never did a podcast with him. I never really went in depth. He invited me
But you had comfortable calling him a pedo.
on podcast. I was so bitter that I just said, no, I'm not going on your podcast.
You made up with him.
Right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I fucking kissed the guy, too. I forgot about that. He was my first guy kiss. I was his first. How do I fucking forget that? Anyway, but yeah, no.
Aww.
You have to be there. And I think that's behind, all cancel culture is like people aren't there and they think.
Well, I think you're a homo because you kissed him. No, it's a joke. No, you're a homo. You made your wife masculine. You fucked her up so much.
She just watched that video over and over on
Yeah.
loop.
they are. They think they know everything, but you have to be there to truly understand a situation. Which is why, with the whole Sarah thing, nobody in my life is saying I'm predatorial, because everybody was there and everybody saw it, and nobody saw anything inappropriate.
Actually, a bunch of people in your life. Just about every girl that lived at the house that doesn't live there anymore. Everybody is.
Like that.
Who are you kidding?
And they understand that Sarah is the poster woman for Me Too fraud. Like, she is the most disgusting, despicable person as far as when it comes to that, because she's literally trying to put Kai in prison, despite the fact that she knows, well, Kai rejected her constantly and had no interest in her constantly.
Yeah.
And it took blackmail just to get her mouth on Kai, and even then...
There's no blackmail. There's text between Onision and Kai about that.
Go ahead.
You know, Chris Hansen did an interview with Sarah, right? And I believe what Sarah said was that inappropriate streams or inappropriate pictures came from Kai to Sarah prior to her ever, like, coming to your house when she was, I believe, 15.
Then prove it. You know, everybody conveniently loses their text and their proof. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, some truth in that.
Prove it. Okay, there's a shout out to Sarah and everybody who wants to be a hashtag #MeToo fraud. Have proof. Okay, you're talking about text.
That's awful confident. That would shake. Well, it's not him, and he's a psychopath. But we haven't seen shit. That shit's suspect. And what we do know, and only what we do know is even circumstantial, the call that you now call between Kai and Sarah. You know, it's just like we've heard everything. There's a CP on there, and he's going, come bring it. Yeah, because he's probably talked to somebody. They would have arrested you by now if they had CP, bud. They would have arrested her by now if she had sent something that they thought they could, get a charge on her.
He's definitely one of those people that knows what he's doing, and he tries to figure out every single way around to.
I don't think this has anything to know what you're doing. If they don't have it and he knows it, or he believes his spouse, they don't have it. And I've been suspicious of that for over a month now, that there's nothing on that computer. What did Hansen say about the computer again yesterday? They're working on it. They're doing extra tests. How much, when he's not going to be on next week, too much coronavirus the week after, and we're never going to hear about it again.
He's going to move on to that singer from that band.
Not one agent's name has been brought up once.
Prove those. Don't get them conveniently deleted and then say it happens. Sarah said she turned a laptop into the cops like 6 months ago.
I want to watch his stream a little bit. I'm going to pop out the stream. Hang on, because I want to see it over.
Good.
Yeah.
You want to see this chat?
I want to see how the guys react. People are reacting to this shit.
Did Tommy say suspect? I want to vomit. It's his first.
Suspect? You suck. If you want to argue with me about the Simp thing, I'm going to destroy you, by the way.
Or whatever. And then she said
I don't get that. So I'm ready to speak on that whenever.
I'm going to play my thing because I'm the one. I knew I'd get ratioed, but it's all right.
Chris Hansen. And then she said they sent it back to her. And then she said she turned it in again. And then she said, oh, could you donate to my GoFundMe because now I don't have my laptop, even though apparently it's not or has been in her possession this whole time. Like, what the fuck is the truth with this person? And if you're going to accuse somebody of sending you stuff that you could prove, i.e. if somebody sent you a text, you can prove it, then prove it. What I have is a text from Sarah saying that even a meme that was perceived as inappropriate, a Squidward meme, Sarah herself sent that meme to Kai. She herself in the text confesses she sent that to Kai, and Kai didn't do anything inappropriate to Sarah at any point ever. Those are her words, and unlike her, we actually have text proving what fraud she is.
Do you believe that the FBI is investigating you? Like, do you think that's actually true?
I have no clue, but what I've been told is that people...
That makes me think that there's an investigation.
They would have called him. That's the first thing. We thought the same thing at the exact same time. There's nothing going on. Might mean, I haven't said this yet. I've avoided saying this. Mostly because I don't want to be embarrassed. But, I'll take it because I get more and more confident. I'm wondering if Chris Hansen's straight up fucking lying. I've avoided saying that, although you could take my statements and you could have put me on the spot. Are you saying Chris Hansen's lying? And I guess thankfully nobody did. But I don't believe. I think they'd be driving him berserk.
I'm kind of with you on that. I don't know if he necessarily. I think he's lying, but I do think he has a pretty stupid team around him.
I said this after I made that video like 2-3 weeks ago. Everybody's lying, and that was before the Nick DiOrio Shiloh thing. I think Sarah's lying. Shiloh's clearly a liar, and Onision is a constant liar, and we knew that long before any of these accusations. He is one of the most dishonest, disingenuous pricks that I've ever seen in my life. He was one of the first people on this platform that I generally loathed when I used to watch Revsion back in the day. You know?
Well, these claims were made from Chris Hansen, and then Chris Hansen was
right,
talking
but,
to the local
but Chris
police.
Hansen's
Right, but
Chris
let me
Hansen's
finish
producer already outed him.
Yeah, of course. There's a lot of proof of Chris Hansen in his investigation.
Yeah.
Anyone that's following this story knows.
That's not very credible.
Chris Hansen was
just got to
talking
say
about
that.
it to the local police, and the local police said that they were working with the
The
FBI.
sound is so great on this dead freak. Thank God you got 40p with 60 frames per second. What the
And do you remember the very first one we watched and how it was fine?
Yeah.
I told every single one of them. I said, if you need me to do it from my phone, just let me know. No, we got it.
Nah,
we got it.
We
We
got
got
it.
it.
We got it. All right. I'll have to,
I guess I'm gonna have to record
I have
part
to do
4.
something humiliating to them, like cyber wise. There's got to be some kind of cyber humiliation.
To investigate.
Let's start torturing the news team. What do you say? Put a 1 in the chat if you want us to embarrass and humiliate the news team as much as humanly possible.
So you're telling me I'm gonna have to actually enforce my job?
No, I'm gonna do it. No. What happens is when you screw up, it's gonna be like the Stern Show. When you screw up, you gotta come in here and get goofed on. It's gonna
Put
be
your dunce hat on.
Yeah.
Do you think that's true? And if so, like, what could they possibly have on you? Have you broken any laws?
Sure, plenty. Like what?
I pirate movies.
Before I forget, Vince. Okay, I reached out to Vince, who's the
He
former
dodged
producer of
it.
Chris Hansen. People say that
He did dodge
the
that. Why would he
Hansen
dodge that?
page
Why did you
was
say
taken
no?
over by Vince,
He goes straight to Vince.
Or was controlled by Vince, I guess. Was fake or a troll or whatever. Nobody seems to want to listen to Vince because apparently he made a joke about me being on a short bus, which everyone's so fucking triggered by. But they'll make their own joke. Anyone else, Chris Hansen can make a joke. And Sarah can make a joke, whatever. Sarah was laughing on Twitter about the idea of my house burning down. She has fucking drinking parties. She's not even 21 yet, but she's drinking openly.
Yeah, but
Oh wow!
Oh my God! Big shocker.
Well, remember what Sear told me in the interview that he lives his like because he suggested it because Onision has zero morality, so the only thing that keeps him going is the law. So and a lot of times he doesn't even understand it. So he said he'll read books back and forth, and that will be his morality. The law. That's why he freaks out over drug use and shit like that. Like young kids don't drink. Give me a fucking break. You know. Oh, call the cops.
Having live streams or whatever.
You know, and that's another thing for all the idiots, and none of them are in here, I'm sure, that say if you break the law, it's not an excuse. You're gonna get charged. How many? Like, is she gonna get charged for drinking underage now? Nope. Did she break the law? Yup.
wait, I gotta cut you off real quick.
She's dancing and enjoying every single.
I know, but I gotta cut you off
trying to
real
be
quick because Sarah. I gotta cut you off real quick. Sarah wasn't actually like laughing about the house burning down. She was just making like a silly joke, like when she left that place burned down. It wasn't like a serious threat.
No. She retweeted somebody saying that, talking about my house burning down. She was like, "LOL."
Yeah, but
Maybe she removed the retweet.
okay. I saw a tweet and she was just basically.
And additionally, this is something.
Me either,
crazy about
Amanda.
Sarah, right? So she says that Kai is her best friend in the world, and she actually tweeted like I think a month ago or something that she still has love for Kai, and like she's so fucking back and forth, just like
Whoa.
Is
Is that true?
She knows Kai.
Is that true?
Wait, what did he say though?
Sarah's tweeted
kind
a
of choppy
month
for
ago?
me on my end.
No, gotcha. Oh, I know why it's choppy. That's my fault. It won't be choppy anymore. I had gamer mode on. It should be choppy now. It's Kai a month ago tweeted I love for her. I gotta be honest with you, that plays into his, which I haven't paid much attention to because it doesn't matter. That plays a little bit into his narrative that she's just, she was rejected. You see this all the time with men and women do this. You know, like they'll do something really destructive to their significant other. And, you know, as they're being destroyed, well, I still have love for them. You know, in other words, you know, you should have never stopped loving me. You know, or else. So that is, if she tweeted that, that's if. But I mean, for her to tweet something like that, you know, after accusing her of sending her inappropriate as a minor, I got to be honest with you, it's a red flag. If that's true, I haven't seen it. Because had I saw that, I would have got suspicious a fuck of a lot sooner.
Trust me, a lot of these girls, the victims
she's just trying to hurt Kai. Just trying to hurt Kai to hurt me. She's been doing this consistently because Kai's been so fucking quiet. Because Kai apparently is the only actual mature, responsible adult in this situation who's actually willing to rise above the fucking bullshit drama and not engage with Me Too frauds like Sarah and these other people. And this is what's weird, is people say that there's a consistent story, but I haven't seen it. I don't know what the fucking consistent story is. Because you're talking about people who are all consensual adults.
Consensual adults?
Yeah, when you actually, the videos that are coming out now, right, and the videos that have been coming out for the last couple of weeks from these people that make nothing but Onision videos, what they're saying is you're probably not going to go to jail, not because you're not guilty, but
inconvenient.
But there just isn't enough proof. But these are the same people that have been saying, oh, Onision is going to jail, the FBI is investigating, he is done. Like, so I find this whole movement... The
embarrassment is about to be overwhelming. The future for these people, knock on wood, because, you know, typically when you say this is how it's going to go, it's not going to go that way. I just want to say...
When you're wrong all the time, it does.
And all these people have been crying wolf this whole fucking time.
That's true.
What happens when nothing happens? Because this is...
They keep doing it, Onision. They're going to keep doing it. I mean, what did Nick find? Onision murdered my... It's actually, the more and more it shows that there's nothing there, the anti-extremists get, the crazier. He murdered my friend.
Yeah.
That girl that was on last night. Let's go to Nick's. I mean, you gotta see some of this shit.
Are you talking about the girl that seemed like she was fucked up off of every single thing you can name on a drug list?
Like let's see. Yeah. Nick Olas Diorio 2. I mean, this is quite amazing. Hope this isn't copyrighted. Did he get claimed? No, he didn't.
I think there's some like World War II footage mixed in.
Live tonight, 8 Eastern.
Probably open source.
Right? On my YouTube channel, I have a seat with Chris Hansen.
Right here.
And I was excited because, like, I almost never see Canadians on the internet. So I was like, wow, it's Shiloh, Canadian on the internet. And then I
You ever watch hockey?
looked at the guy next to her, and I almost swore. And I almost swore. I kid you not, every hair on my body stood up on end. I just immediately got vibes of like there's something so wrong with this person, and ever since then I've been following his career. It's like it's like, you know, when someone has a fever and you put your hand up to the forehead and you could feel the heat coming off them. It was like that, but darkness. Like I could feel the darkness coming off of him.
You tried to do the...
That's the kook. What was the other one he did?
It was that chick, and there was another chick.
This is why I'm getting more and more comfortable saying Chris is probably lying. What else do we have here? Hold on a second. Nick's got. Let me read this to you. I mean, so my point with going through all this is they will consistently get crazier. I saw this morning. Let me read this to you. I used to be a diehard Onision fan. I worshipped his views, even while in an abusive relationship. I researched Sasika. I don't know what the fuck that is. Though I disagreed with his views on the occult. And I learned about Shiloh, and I saw what he did to her. I was horrified and began to watch less videos. I only watched the funny sketches. His betrayal of the Joker. I compared myself to Harley Quinn in my own relationship, horribly abused but madly in love with my abuser. I started to pay more attention to the things he was saying about mental illness, suicide, self-harm, and I realized how fucked up it was. And then a friend left a suicide note on her Facebook. As I read, my stomach dropped. Quote, I'm an attention whore. A waste of space for having depression. Don't deserve help. Faking, just a burden. Cutting is just hurting everyone else. I knew where I heard those things. Onision speaks up. Oh, bro. All lies made me and dozens of others believe that friend died in the hospital. She overdosed on pills. And I had inch-deep cuts on her her leg. She doesn't know how to do it then. It's and across. That's what you do if you really want to do it. It's just going like this ain't gonna do it. You got to get deep and pull. That busts the artery. Then you're fucked.
What's that saying? You got to go down the road, not across the bridge.
Do you have any agony? It's agonizing too. Everything just slit my wrist and.
Yeah. It slipped my wrist and then, oh shit.
Yeah, and then you're in agony too. And then by the time you lose enough blood, you pass out. But you're going to be in pain. That's why these girls cutting their arms and their legs. It's just scarring up your body. I knew I had those things, Onision speak, lies, and it made me and dozens of others be. My friend died in the hospital. She overdosed on pills and these cups her. I sent Onision's Facebook page a frantic message telling him what happened. I was furious and hurting. He never responded. Nor would have I. And by the way, any of you fuckers think you're going to hold me hostage saying you're going to kill yourself? Anybody out there that's got some kind of... And I've had people do that before. Notice you never heard about them. You will never hold me hostage with a suicide thing. Ever. I know exactly what to do. He killed my friend and couldn't even say anything. I hate him. I will hate him forever. He murdered my friend, this is called. So, Onision, they're not going to stop. Everybody's just going to go, oh, we're so embarrassed. No. And you're an asshole that rates little girls. And you still fuck that girl. I mean, what the fuck's the matter with you?
Nick said the Onision
the best case scenario for you is if people start finding your behavior funny. But nobody really finds it funny now.
The thing, okay? This person who was investigated, this police officer, or not investigated, but this person who was talked to, this police officer, he goes on Hanson's show and he says there's been 19 incidents or whatever. You're talking about people prank calling the police and sending them to our house and then being turned away.
Uh-oh.
The police show up, they say, hey, is so-and-so murdered?
I don't want to pat myself in the back here, but didn't I say that in the video that I got bombed in?
Yep. We said that the day that we were discussing before we even made the video that the half of those reports are probably prank calls or people outside of fucking the states and all that.
I have to admit.
Or his state, I should say.
I had help with that one. You know who you are, sweetie. Thank you.
Like, for instance, way back in the day when Sarah was hanging out for like a month or so, the police showed up and they said that we're investigating, or we're here to see if somebody is here because they've been reported as murdered. And Sarah's like, who? And they're like, it says Sarah. They say Sarah was murdered. She's like, I'm Sarah. People constantly prank the police, and the police show up, and then they go. This guy goes on Hanson and
technically that's an investigation.
Says, oh yeah, there have been 19 incidents. There haven't been any incidents except for one horrible tragedy that occurred, which was, a whole different thing with.
Is that where a young one fell out the window? Is that what we're referring to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that or not? Because
we don't know that was his fault. All we know is he tweeted creepy shit at the hospital. No idea of this. The 2-year-old can open a fucking window, depending on the window, depending on the situation. You don't have to leave it open. He never got arrested. That happened in September.
I think he has those windows that you can kind of push out. They don't lift up.
It could happen. This could be an honest accident. Kids die in accidents all the time. And notice, was that September? No rest? 6-7 months? The fuck out of here. October, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months.
Remember Eric Clapton?
Yeah, his kid died. And it was nobody's fault. His kid fell out of fucking skyscraper.
Hotel.
Yeah. I remember that because it happened in New York. I remember it was a big deal. I was a kid.
I don't like to talk about my kids.
It'd be nice not to. But what I'm saying is that there is one legitimate incident of the police being called, and that was by my. Well, actually, I also called on Hanson. So I called the police on Hanson. I called the police because somebody was seriously injured, and they pulled through, and that's wonderful that they pulled through.
Yeah, you would think it'd be more than wonderful.
You gotta admit when you.
He's such an iceberg. He wouldn't even say my daughter. That's so weird. My daughter thankfully fell through this horrible accident. Somebody, like she's a YouTuber that's in an argument with you.
Made the call on Chris Hansen being outside. I mean, that was funny. Like you sounded.
Who's the fucking girl from the girl everybody plays in Apex Legends? The one that's supposedly crazy.
Which one? Wraith?
Yeah. Hey, you're a simp for fucking Wraith. Wraith, the voice of Wraith, versed. You should see him go on and on and on how hot the voice actress is. Oh my god.
Verse has my Pathfinder
like
I'm dying for it.
God, like a kid. Just bring it up. He'll tell you. Don't. Oh, maybe he won't now, but he'll tell you.
It's so weird.
Oh yeah. It doesn't. Well, what I was shocked by is the chick didn't know who Hanson was.
Like I can't blame the internet for making fun of you in that 911 call. I mean, it just seems.
I should have said it was Christopher Hansen, so then it would have sounded so. But no, yeah.
You lied too. You lied to the cops.
Chris Hansen and 6 fucking dudes show up to my house after I'm threatening legal action against them, and I'm like, I got my family inside. This guy's a fucking creep. And he's knocking on my door, and he's like, I know you're in there. It's just like, you're a fucking creep, dude. What the? And so I have 3 no trespassing signs.
I'm shocked that
and he ignored them.
Right. I'm shocked that there isn't more people.
There's a police report filed on him, and he's currently being investigated by a prosecutor. So good luck with that.
Oh yeah,
but you
can't and we know what that's for.
Yeah, we know what that's for. That's Vincent, and it's going nowhere.
Nope.
And I tell you something, if Vincent, I cannot believe that Vince's sister would get involved in something like that. If that's true,
I can.
Is she crazy too?
I mean, it's Vince's sister.
But the law firm was.
I think that family is fucking crazy.
Yeah. That's probably could be.
I mean, he was back yesterday doing
How
shit.
come nobody says she looks like a tranny? Am I the only one to notice that?
I mean, you're not wrong. You saw what he did to Repsion, though, right?
Yeah. Repsion found out he was a tranny?
No, you saw what Vince did to Repsion on Twitter, right?
Yeah, he doxed him. Or his girlfriend.
Yeah, he doxed his fucking mom and his sister and all that shit.
Yeah, okay.
So that's his new motive.
Crazy.
I lost access to the Facebooks. Now I got to go after the YouTubers.
You're creepy as creepy.
You can't be within 50 feet of a no trespassing sign. Otherwise, you risk going to jail for 90 days to a year. So that's what he's looking at. So that was real smart on his part.
He's not.
And he flew across the country just to not get
yeah,
the door.
just like he was getting a restraining order. Like you were gonna get a restraining order against him, right?
That's real fucking bad financial.
What's your question on that?
Trust me, Chris Hansen has a lot of problems. You know,
I was gonna say, check that link that Nick just put in the chat.
Oh my god.
That he tagged you in. It's a Twitter thing.
Okay. So calling an ECR historians who are following me, I need your help. This is a tweet that seems absolutely absurd, but I'm not aware of the content. After the research, I found proof was a post right. So this person was saying one thing when a victim says another. All right, what do we got here? An ECR on Prime. What's that? Adelaine's letter.
Adrian.
I don't know. Is that their spot?
It was blurry for me.
I don't know what the fuck it is. What is? Who is the rapist? Who is the rapist is support? Who is the rapist is support? Oh, do I support? Can I only assume you're talking about Onision, and I do not, who I do not support, and also he's not a rapist. So I have absolutely no proof to suggest
that he is. And then the person goes, Adrian, letter motherfucker, why does everybody fucking forget that Greg has literally committed textbook or whatever rape? And then look at the next picture. This is the girl they're talking about.
Plus, but I want to reiterate, he did not rape me. Is that the same girl? How do we know it's the same girl though? I don't like putting this up because it's not like it's just kind of a screenshot.
Well, we need Nick in here for that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to elaborate on that thing. I don't want to go there because that's the ending. I could have wrote that.
That just shows you though the anti-Os are going fucking everywhere.
I'm sure Nick knows it's real, but I just I don't want to do that on the show. Not live. That's something we do in the newsroom.
Somebody asked if you can't read. No, he's got what's it called?
How do you say that name?
Dyslexia. Adrian.
Well, how do you say it? Is it Adrian? Well, see,
I'm pretty
my
sure
wife's
it's Adrian.
name is a root of Andy. It's sort of like that. It's literally a girl's name.
Let's see. Adrienne.
Adrian? I don't know. That's not the way Adrian. What about in Rocky? Hold on a second. That's the Rocky IMDb. That's not the way it's spelled. She spelled it differently, right?
Yeah, it's Adrian.
It's spelled the same way?
Just a weird spelling.
It's just a weird. Is that a weird spelling? Yeah, that's the way I thought it was spelled. Adrian. Yeah, I didn't know it was spelled that way.
Yeah. I guess this would be a girl's.
I've never seen it. I can honestly say I've never seen it spelled that way. And I was thinking Adrian because that's the only person Adrian I ever met was in that fucking movie. Yeah. It's only a common name because of Sylvester Stallone.
Different things are surfacing with him, and a lot of people are making videos on it. How do you maintain when this all blows over? Because eventually, at some point, it has to. Like,
it is a direct quote from the letter, and he's.
Oh, that's okay. So that white piece that we were reading, that's a part of the letter, quote unquote. That Nick went and found it. And he cropped that out.
So this person is get the letter. This is a letter.
Yeah, and in the letter, he did not rape me.
Unbelievable.
This isn't going to be going on 20 years from now. But whenever this blows over, how do you still maintain being a YouTuber and getting views and entertaining people? How do you still have a future on the platform?
I don't know. Well, they tried to deplatform me on Instagram. Instagram did an investigation and concluded I was innocent and reinstated my Instagram. But what people want to do is the most vindictive and malicious Me Too frauds would do. And they're just trying to. They don't.
I want to remind everybody something. This guy has no respect for fair use. There is a part of me that even though the NTOs are out of their mind and he may not, I don't mind that they torture him. It's just one good turn deserves another. Radiant Sam with the year mark. Is it 2 years?
Yeah. It's crazy to see all these 1 years popping up.
Yeah, it's 1 year's popping up. Thank you so much, Radiant Sam.
Fucking time flies, dude.
Radiant Sam. Excuse me. And it's just like he's done it to me. He's striked my channel before. He does it just to use it as intimidation. And I got to be worried about people fucking being, that's vindictive. So people being vindictive to you.
I don't even think it's him doing it. I think he's got a rep with YouTube, and they're just hitting anybody with his shit.
I don't think
it's probably mixed, but I think it's mainly somebody.
I think mine said manual.
I've seen a lot of people say content ID.
Yeah, maybe. No, I think mine said manual. I think
they want me to be unable to defend myself, and that's their number one goal because they know that they have to know deep down they're full of shit because nobody releases the amount of evidence I have. Nobody has someone confessing on camera to everyone that they're being fraud and that this other person had done nothing inappropriate or whatever. Because people keep saying, "Oh, that Kai's going to jail." Kai's not going to jail, and the reason Kai's not going to jail is because there's literally nothing on Kai. Even the dumbass who's trying to say that Kai sent photos or whatever hasn't proven shit. All she proven is that she has a photo. And
notice, I keep going back to said, when they asked him if he thought he was being FBI, he didn't say no, because I wouldn't have. He said, "I have no idea," and it was a quick answer. Now I'm reading into this. This is definitely speculation on my part, but he said, "I have no idea." He might get that idea that Chris Hansen's there. Chris Hansen could be lying. He could be flat fucking out lying. I don't know if he is. I can't prove it, but I'm wondering. And that was a really stupid lie to tell because eventually people are going to want to see that shit. And I got news for you. He can't come out. I was like, well, they just didn't find enough evidence, folks. They'll blame Hansen. We've seen how this.
They're going to fucking lose it on him.
Yeah, well, he'll leave. He'll say it right before he gets a job somewhere else.
Well, I think he signed a new deal with Oprah on her network for a TV show, so he's fine.
Has he declared bankruptcy yet? I guess not.
Probably.
I think he can come up $1.5 million.
I'm sure he did at least once.
Yeah.
After those checks bounced, probably.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen, and
I spent all my money on scotch.
Yeah, looks like it. I mean, I
that
like
one
Chris.
video
I
he
like what he's
posted
done.
last week.
He's a first-class interviewer. I love True Crime Daily. I like everything about him, but it does. I do feel like there's something wrong there. And, I watched my dad age a divorce, so I get it. I mean, things are fucked up. I mean, he's fresh off a divorce. That's no. I've been through a divorce myself, but he's reporters are just some of the biggest fucking liars on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought because my respect, I got it, and let me tell you, and I've said this before, like. Keem mentioned it before, and I have to admit I was one of those guys. I was one of these guys because I was sure that he was getting away for something because somebody didn't stick a microscope on him. And I'm sure Chris Hansen was a guy who did it, and he did. And there's not enough there for a charge. And I got sucked up into it. I was like, yeah, because I just assumed there was something going on. And there's not criminal. This guy is one of the worst human beings I've ever run into. And if he dropped dead tomorrow, I wouldn't shed a fucking tear. Not at all. But, in fact, the only reason I wouldn't want him to drop dead is for his kids. I don't care about this person's life, their well-being. They're horrible people. They're horrible. It goes, he hides behind the whole entertainment thing. He's just the fucking worst. He is just the worst. But it's just like, I don't believe in putting the worst people in jail if they haven't broken a law. And a lot of his explanations make perfect sense. And I thought, in the beginning, I was about ready to jump on Keem. I can't even really get on Keem. And I mean, I think, I think me and somebody I like very much, like Edwin, who I think did a really good, both of them, I thought Edwin and Keem had a really good interview. And they really, what's with Keem respectfully disagreeing with people? What the fuck happened to him? I mean, he came on here. He did a really good job, I thought. I thought he did a better job for Edwin. And I think Edwin's just good people in general. You know what I mean? Edwin, because he kind of had to clarify because I think Edwin does want to platform him under the circumstances. And I guess he had to clarify that situation on what I was saying wasn't exactly how he felt. So he clarified it, but he didn't call me names or anything and say. And he mentioned to me in the DMs, and I said, I'll retract it if you think it's necessary or just clear it up. And he says, no, don't worry about it. And then Keem's going on there and interviewing, and we're all being sensible. And I think Repsion's done a good job. I think Hansen's done a good job to an extent, unless we find out the FBI thing was bogus. And at the end of the day, it's over. He's going to be allowed to make videos. It's just something people got to get used to. Now, I'm going to ask the chat. I kind of want to talk about some other shit, especially TheQuartering.
Really quick, though, say this Hansen shit gets wrapped up with him and everything, and you still have the Antio community fucking hands up, screaming and wanting him off.
Yeah.
The damage is already done.
Yeah, it's already done.
Nobody watches him. Nobody's going to watch him. Nobody's going to take him serious after this.
There's a lot of suspicion about Sarah and some of her statements, and she's the linchpin in the whole thing. If somebody could discredit her like Silo's been discredited,
it's over.
You'll lose even some hardened anti-O people, And then I think you've lost the news crowd by going after Nick, because that had a domino effect. I mean, it hit me, Tipster, anybody who does news, me, Tipster. You're lucky 8 Thoughts didn't do something about it, and eventually it got put Augie and Bobax, and eventually Keem got it, because that's what he does. Keem watches us guys. We're the de facto guys. We don't get anything out of it, but we're the guys on the ground. We're in it. He can't be in it like he used to. And a lot of times he takes our stories. Sometimes he steals my jokes. But
it happens though. And that's how it is.
You can. There's just not enough here. Not enough here. And the
I've got a couple people wanting you to talk about the.
Boy, Lipo hit it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying, please bring up the quarter pounder.
Yeah, I think I had it. Is there something in here that I'm missing? Put a 1 in the chat. If yes, put a 2 in the chat. If no, there's something in there I'm missing. Should I go on for a little bit or skip ahead or something?
Oh, did you see Chet Hanks in his statement about his parents catching the corona?
What happened? What did he say? Boom, clap.
I sent it to you in your Discord DM.
Was that it?
Actually, I sent you. It's in your Discord DM, and then the clip above that.
I hope Tom's going to be okay. Because he's in that 60-year-old range, or whatever.
Yeah.
I do hope he's good.
Well, I think they said they caught it very, very early.
Everybody's big now. Listen to this motherfucker.
Hey, you probably just noticed that I just purged my entire Twitter feed.
You nicked the audio?
No, I don't have a big job interview tomorrow. No, I'm not trying to hide anything. This is for my own mental health and for you all, the people that choose to follow me here on Twitter. And I've got a bigger explanation going live in about 30 minutes on my YouTube channel of what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to accomplish, and
Plane ran out of gas.
How I believe that my YouTube channel is being suppressed along with my Twitter feed, and I've got some evidence for that kind of stuff. But look, I'm not the best at ignoring all the barking dogs that come my way on Twitter. I know that I've also had some really bad takes or unpolished takes that have led to large groups of people constantly in my mentions all the time. I've resisted blocking them because I don't like blocking people, but
mute them then.
But my mentions are a complete mess right now. Every time one of these people, screen.
My mentions has been a mess since the day I got internet famous.
Shots a tweet of mine and offer some hot take. My mentions are full of people who aren't here to argue in good faith, but just to annoy me and suck my time. I don't have any problem with people disagreeing with me, and there are plenty of people that do that.
Hey, how come when I made fun of you lightly and you tried to make it seem like you're going to launch a video and attack and swing your audience at me? You do that fucking enough, people are just going to fuck with you because it's funny. Oh my God, people don't want to argue in good faith. You're a snarky little fuck on Twitter. Oh, people don't want to argue in good faith. Neither do you. Neither do you. You don't want to do it at Ralph's show? You act like you're above it? Neither do you.
No, Tommy, it's when the alcohol kicks in. You got to remember. That's his superpower.
Yeah, but
that's his fuel.
This is the beginning. This is it. I told you that this is the beginning and the end of him. He just got too big a fucking head. But I thought me and Tommy were cool. That's why I was so taken aback. Then why'd you unfollow me and tell me? Well, you unfollowed me and you told everybody that I was people flagging people,
yeah.
And you fucking pissing on about goddamn Keemstar doing it to you. You did it to me. Demanding apologies. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fly that plane into a wall.
They're not the problem. It's just that over the past couple months, my numerous hot takes and picking fights has led
getting drunk
to literally hundreds of people, practically every.
He's sobered up.
He forgot to drink this
single day in my Twitter feed, not there arguing in good faith and just sucking the life out of me.
He doesn't really do that. He does what look you do what I do, what everybody else does on this fucking platform is you try to dunk on people. So don't act like you're sitting there having some highbrow debate about Captain fucking Marvel, you fat cunt. Who are you kidding? Who are you kidding?
And it's making Twitter not fun anymore. I almost
because it used to be fucking water slides and roller coaster rides. You ever think this might be something to do with being an asshole? I'm always there to argue in good faith. What we swung your audience at me because we laughed at your mannerisms? And then when you realize it wasn't going to fucking work, and I've had bigger fucking people swing, and nothing's happened? Because everybody thinks the same thing. Because all these fucking YouTubers, they watch their stats. And that's going to come real interesting at the end. So stick around. They watch their stats. Too many dislike, they adjust this, they adjust that. And that's the way they think. I'm one of the few people on the fucking planet. Well, Keemstar doesn't do it, but he does. What do they call that? He doesn't do it ahead of time. He's reactive, not proactive. He does damage control after the fact. So they think everybody's like them. And I don't give a fuck if I have a video with fucking nobody gets the biggest danger is the guys like, Keemstar and Quartering and is guys that don't care if they get ratioed. I put a crazy fucking tweet out today. I got ratioed. Knew I would. Big YouTubers yelling at me. But that's fun. All of a sudden it's not fun for you because you're on the receiving end now.
deleted it once before, and I'm close to doing that again. But this purge is an effort to just clean everything up and provide you, my Twitter followers, a more clean experience. I promise to do my best to stay out of trouble and keep it just the dog and cat pictures.
Well, here's some advice.
Hey, give your balls a tug, you tet fucker.
Oh my God, your Twitter's gone. And anybody is crying over that. Talk about simping. Talk about being a fucking simp. Well, let's go to an 8 Thoughts video. Let's go.
8 Thoughts has the greatest Twitter name right now.
8 Thoughts is one of the most underrated YouTubers on the platform. TheQuartering needs to be stopped 1 hour ago. No, I do not know when that was putting it. I do not know when that was put out, and I want to fast forward.
What's up?
So I don't know if this corresponds. These two things correspond, but I want to show you something that he found, which is pertinent. A couple hours ago, only a few hours ago, TheQuartering put out a video where he said that he's being restrained, and then something's going on, something's wrong, and his views have not changed that much overall since he really blew up. And apparently, he didn't blow up in 2018. He blew up in 2019, like in January, and then he really killed it when Captain Marvel and Infinity War came out.
Mm-hmm.
So something's wrong. Let's go to 8 Thoughts. He found something really, really important.
Over a year ago, but since then his views are the same. In fact, they went up a little bit there, then went down quite a bit, then down, down, up, down, then back up. They're higher here than they were there. So that's his monthly views. I mean, his monthly views so far are 14.24 million the last 30 days. That's on par with how his views have been going right now. So you tell me, Mr. TheQuartering, how is YouTube destroying your channel and you have proof when the proof is right here that your views are exactly the same as they have been, if not higher than, your overall averages for who knows how long. It's ridiculous. Like
in that 2-month spot, right? I can't. I see. You know what? I can. I think I can. Hold on a second.
Amazing.
Hold on. Where can I do that? Aspect right hand side, screen, show mouse cursor. Okay. I can sort of see these 2 months, thinking maybe something happened, but then he bumped up, down, bumped up.
Mm-hmm.
And look. Not every like a lot of it has to do with subjects, and it looks like he got a bump in December, went down in January. That's normal. January always sucks, and he's right back up to where he usually is, if not gaining. He's not. It does not look like he's being curbed, unless his views are so far down this month. But it looks like in the last 30 days, it's 14 million, and that's about where he's been, and he's fucking telling everybody that he's being what you call it? I bet Josh Pillot would like those fucking views.
He's got that Konami code view count. He's got that up, down, left, right, BA start. Oh.
That's good. And look, the views are always like that. Up, down, left, right. I think so. Let's go to Drama Alert. Everybody thinks they're being fucked. I think I'm being fucked lately, too. Like, what's going on? They said they're working with something. I hope it's for the better. A lot of YouTube do you watch when everybody's quarantined. Let's go to Drama Alert. Let's check that out.
Let's get right into the sub count.
This is a healthy channel. He's got more fucking views than Keemstar. But you can see, like, over here, it's like, oh, up in December, down, back up.
It's like
it's almost identical. Yeah. Summertime's happening. Fall kind of sucks. Christmas! January sucks. So does the and this.
But you got to remember, Keemstar hasn't been doing videos as much.
I understand that, but the average is the same. The bump.
But the average,
the
the average is still the same. So that
it's the
shows.
same as far as like it's consistent with his views. Well, actually, no. Keemstar is. Let's see. Those are month. Let's see. What is monthly gain? Is that subs?
He took that 1 month off and
might be views.
Nuda did it.
Okay. No, actually, he's doing just about the same as Keem is. God, they almost have identical views. They almost have identical views. So what the fuck? I mean, do you think you're entitled? Like, you know, there's only so far these news channels go.
Yeah.
So it sounds like another fucking grift. I never, you know, I can't believe I've had respect for this guy. I really can't.
I said he has 14 right here, 0.24 million views. Man, dude, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna throw his business out here, but let's just say that guy's making a hell of a lot of money. A hell of a lot of money.
Of color.
Couldn't he just say he feels like the views are down, like everyone else feels? Yeah, he does, but they don't look like they're down. That's the thing. Yeah, I suppose he could.
And for you Mongoloids out there to say, how do you know how much money he's making?
I'm sure my voice is really going to think I'm being a dick to a donor. No, it's frustration.
Because I've been doing YouTube for 10 years.
I mean, Logan Paul's complaining about it too.
Yeah, I've been bitching about it.
He's saying he's getting buried.
Yeah, and I feel like less notifications are going out. I've had a few people tell me their notification again. We're talking about names I recognize in the chat telling me that. I know they're not lying to me about the bell being on. You know, I got the bell on. I'm not getting notifications. Like,
that's why you follow Tommy on Twitter. Link below.
I guess so. Yeah.
You always get you always know when we're live.
YouTubers making it's very simple.
That's not true. I didn't tweet it today, so shut up.
Figure out anybody who says they don't know how much someone else is making is full of it. You can tell
there we go, the thing.
Exactly what he's making because you can do what you do and see what he.
The NBL's collapsed. Holy fuck! What are we gonna do? You thought my arcades is a green screen? They used to be, Josh. They used to be. All right, you can see you can go watch the video yourself. I don't want to take any views away from my man. I like this guy. I don't like everything he says. I don't agree with him all the time, but I know he's intellectually honest, and I know that other jerk off isn't. He'll jump on any fucking train. Oh my God! I just had to buy it. He bought a plane last month for Valentine's Day, and then said she bought it.
Yeah, this was his wife.
Yeah.
What does she do? Or whatever.
What is she, a brain surgeon? I don't think brain surgeons have that kind of money. She worked for NASA? I bet they know. They're public. They don't worry about that kind of money.
I hope you signed a prenup.
Yeah, it'd be great. I mean, this is a jackass who would sit there and say, like, I'll compare anything with you. Wives, cars. Like, get the fuck out of here. And this entire channel's dedicated to, like, how petty SJWs are. And they are. And by the way, if the SJWs want to have a good old fucking time with his pussy out on Twitter, feel fucking free. You earned it. Because goddamn, he's called everybody a bitch and a beta and uses the term soy boy and, like, get the fuck out of here. You play Magic the Gathering. There's nothing more soy than that. And that's not a fucking... If you like that shit, that's great. I have dorky hobbies too, as you can tell.
I played when I was like 14.
But I don't go walking around. I don't say soy boy. I don't use the term beta. God, rarely. The most of the time I use it is when your soundboard says it.
Beta.
That's probably That's where you hear it. You hear it from. And he's a real man. What the fuck's his name?
Big Mama Michelle.
Yeah, Big Mama Michelle. But God, what a fraud! Get the fuck out of here. Jesus.
Amazing stuff.
All right, who wants to argue with me over the simp thing? I'm gonna show whatever. Here's what I did. I wish Diorio was here. I wish Diorio was here.
What is this simp thing?
Because you'll say. Everybody thinks so great. It's not that big a deal. But everybody kind of went after me, which I thought I kind of knew they would. Because
I've seen a war on Twitter, so that's why I'm wondering.
I deliberately didn't really going into it, and then I thought of something later that made my argument stronger after Nick talked to me. What the fuck? Here we go. I'm gonna play this right now. Now you can by the way, feel free to disagree and like come after me over this.
Question for all you guys that are running around saying that simping is the worst thing to do on the planet and makes you like less of a man or something like that. I guess that means you're never gonna watch porn again, right?
Now the instant answer. Okay, you gonna argue with me on that?
I mean, I don't disagree.
Here's the thing I noticed, and I'm probably just way ahead of the curve because I'm fucking brilliant. Here's the thing. Now, this is what I told another guy. If you think that simping is just being one of those pathetic fucks that thinks they're connecting with the streamer girl, right? And think there's something more there, and then maybe someday, right? Now that's what simping was like 2 weeks ago, all right? But ever since the Bernie broad with the OK Boomer thing,
Nico,
it's anybody who supports you're a simp, and that's what the definition has become. The definition has become anybody that's into that kind of e-girl stuff, or just the Twitch streamers, or the booby streamers, or anything. They're all simping. A week ago was that pathetic type. But now it's kind of grown or evolved. Sort of like the boomer meme. Remember when the boomer meme actually meant baby boomer?
Mm-hmm.
And then slowly it was people that are older than you, and then it was if you've had a tech problem or anything like that. So, if the new definition, and it's being applied this way, and I've seen it several times, saw fucking Jeremy doing it today, right? Over the Birdie bro. If that's simping, then watching porn simping too. Or what if I don't pay for it? Supporting it. You hit the ads. You watch Pornhub. I mean, Cabos came back at me and says, who pays for porn? There's something called Pornhub Premium, and most of these fucking porn sites have a charge. I mean, I've yet to see it. I mean, there's a lot of free porn out there. Let me, Somebody said to me, when I went, somebody said to me, he's like, you'd be surprised how much Pornhub Premium gives you extra. I was shocked. I'm like, how much extra? How much more pussy can you get? That's.
Like,
and I don't deny, right, that the way I understood simp, but it's being implied in all cases now, right? And they're freaking out over this fucking Bernie girl. Here's the thing about life, guys. I'm going to tell you something. Some people get genetic advantages in life, right? They do. Because the argument I see is like, oh, they just got to sit there and look hot in their tits.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Pimp Simps Tommy. Free throat hug. They get genetic advantages. And for women, the best one to have is to be fucking fine. All right? And to be honest with you, if any of these female streamers are serious about it, they're in the fucking gym hitting it. So it might take more work than you think. Especially a lot of fat-ass neckbeards that sit there and act like you're above all this shit, but watch porn all the time. My point is this. If the definition is that pathetic guy that thinks they're connecting with them, then I'm wrong. But this definition is evolving all the time through our internet culture. And if it's just watching e-girls, then you can apply it to anything. You can apply it to me. You can apply it to fucking anything. So if you watch porn, you're hitting the ad, you're supporting. And that's what it's become. And maybe I'm a little early, but I guarantee you by next month, that's exactly what it'll mean. Because I watched that with Boomer. So you're simping because you like, if you like that guy, I mean, I don't know how anybody could listen to that dipshit Alinity. I have no idea how they could do it. None. I don't get it.
Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video right now?
I never hit a woman, but I have the urge to choke anything in front of me when I hear that voice. All right? I get it. I get it. But to sit there and think, well, they're not doing anything. They don't have a skill. They're just looking good. You know, is playing video games so fucking important? Because a lot of you respect that skill. That ninja and doctor, it's really not that important. You might like it. It's cool. Then it takes a skill. Well, these girls got to keep in shape. And if they are keeping in shape and hitting the gym, they're probably doing a lot more work than you. And I think Jeff would argue that there's skill in weight training and there's skill in working out. I don't know anything about that. I wasn't that good at it. But I hate it. I did it because I had to. But I'm sorry. If the definition is what it used to be 2 weeks ago, then Nick writing, it does not compute. Let's see some of these tweets that I got. Like, Sounds German's the first guy to challenge you. Nick Diorio, no correlation. Well, yeah. If the old definition stands, and it will not, I guarantee it, because everything is simping now. Okay, everything is simping. Let's see.
Rewired Soul agreed with you.
As a married man, simping is a key to survival. He's a pain in the ass, but I like him. Then 8 Thoughts calls me drunk. Look, if you're going to turn support of an e-girl into simping, well, simping by watching a porn star and the fact you're doing the same things. How do fucking porn stars make money? Or the ones that get naked e-girls? You hitting ads, you sending them donations, and them selling you shit like t-shirts or whatever the fuck else. Same way I make a living. So what is different because the girl's got a genetic advantage? Yes, and one of them might be a tits and a vagina. So what? Why do we get mad at that? Like we used to go, you know, like I come from ideologies where I don't judge how people make a living unless they're hurting people. You know, and I know what you're talking about. I know these pathetic dudes that think they're, oh, she noticed me. Yeah, I know that. But you know what? They make that's good for the economy. Remember that one thing about a year and a half ago? We're going to report these girls for not paying their taxes. That smells like jealousy. And so does this simping thing. It smells like jealousy. I don't personally dig the entertainment. It's stupid. But to sit there and, if that's what you dig, that's what you dig. I'm very live and let live. And I'm sure it's not going to fuck. Well, they don't have a skill. That's not really good content. That's not good. Guys like fucking Jeremy saying they don't have bad content. It's all bad. You know who has good content? Jack Films. He's like 1 in a million. iDubbbz, 1 in a million. Joji, he doesn't even hear anymore. Those guys were 1 in a fucking million. The rest of us are suck, and they're hacks, and you can put me with them. Just being honest. This is all I got. This is all I got for you folks. It's not getting any fucking better. If you're coming here next week and saying to yourself, God damn, I bet Tommy's gonna be great in the month of April. Wrong! It's gonna be the same fucking show it was last month. If you're lucky. We're not all dead.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. No, it's not. It's gonna be the same stupid show it always was.
We're bringing love phones back.
Yeah. I thought there was money and I did. So here's the thing. It's a definition thing. If it is what it was last week, then yeah, I'm wrong. But if what it's going to become, and it kind of is already, any attention to these e-girls, because there's a lot of resentment to booby streamers. There is a lot of resentment to female Twitch streamers that is undue. Some of it's, you know, like the shit Alinity gets is fine with me because she's a cunt, right? There's a lot of, and it has a lot to do with, I wish I could sit there and look good and make money. I'll tell you something right now. If I look like PewDiePie, there'd be fucking 600 more people in here at very least. Maybe a lot more. And if I look better, like a model, like a Brad Pitt or something, I'd fucking have thousands. Oh, you're not that funny. You just look good. Girls want to fuck you. Yeah. Get used to it. And let me tell you something.
I'm drowning in
this mind and a great body. Yeah, exactly. I'd have a girl blowing me now. I never got married, and some girl would be blowing me now. I wouldn't even believe in coronavirus because I would have been so high on life. So there you go, Joe. All right. You want to argue with me over this? No. Do you want to argue with me over this?
Yeah, man. Why you're supporting these e-thoughts, Tommy?
I'm not supporting them. I'm just saying it's.
Christ.
Yeah, I know it's supposed to. Oh, I'm not supporting them. I'm laying out some facts.
I agree with you, man. Two people are obsessed about what people masturbate to. It's fucking
insane. Yeah, who cares?
People like
they can't stand, and that's exactly. Some guys watch fucking Alinity. She doesn't show anything, and they yak it off. And some girl, you know, some guys watch girls getting double teamed, and they read. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
it's simping.
See all the guys that call people simps, they're not having sex themselves. If they're happy with their sex life, they would be attacking.
I'd clobber you, Diorio, if you're here. I'd kill you. I wish somebody would. All right.
Anyway, I want to ask you a question about Onision, Tommy.
What?
Do you think Onision simps for Shiloh?
I think his husband tells him what to do, and he does what he's told.
So you're saying the husband wears the strap-on in that relationship?
I hope so, because it's just a funny picture in my head.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to ask.
All right, thanks for the call. Green Man, stop changing your name. Jakey Fluffins? Are you gonna argue with me?
Yo.
You gonna argue with me?
No.
Why not?
No.
Nobody's arguing with me.
Because I'm a big simp.
Oh, really?
I'm a big simp.
I don't care.
Yeah, I watch a shitload of gay porn.
So you simp for those guys? Yeah, nobody cares when the gay guys do it. Is that true? Do you really, are you saying something funny, or do you watch gay porn?
I watch a shitload of gay porn. It's fucking great.
All right, so like notice gay guys that watch. That's never gonna come up. You're not even a simp because it's not a girl.
Oof.
You can't even get there. You know. It's not a girl.
The Onision Part 5 or Part 4 is going to come out with Leafy?
Yeah, I think I might touch on it. I don't think I'm going to do it.
I really want Leafy to come back. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, fan. Do you imagine Leafy doing gay porn?
Yeah, I would fucking jack off to that whole
Really?
shit.
Really? Are you gay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you like
Yeah.
how? Well, first of all, how
God,
old?
Tobes is gay.
First, you know, Tobes is gay. I don't know. How old are you? Should you be talking like this?
I'm 18.
All right, good. We got to start doing that check when we talk about sex. That's the last thing I know. You're 18. Well, you can whack off to whatever you want to whack off, sir. I do not care. Yeah. And the funny thing is, it's almost better being gay because no one's going to call you a simp. They're just going to call you a homo. That's it.
Oh, wow.
What? Yeah, I'm sure that's the first time you've been called that, right?
I've been called a faggot a ton. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. Don't bother you? Well, you're our kind of fan. You're our kind of fan.
I've been a big fan for a while. I've been watching since you made videos on Leafy and Grade.
Yeah. You do sound kind of gay. I'll be honest with you.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I do appreciate it. And enjoy your simping, for lack of a better word. What the fuck do I want?
I will.
Yeah. Okay. Have a good day, sir.
You too.
Bye-bye.
I sent you.
Does anybody have an argument for me? Is Verse being a tough guy still calling me a boomer?
He's still calling you a simp.
He's still calling me a simp because he knows it, right? He's just calling me a boomer before. It's all he's got.
Play that Alec Luford clip I sent you on Discord.
They covered him on the esports channel. You know that?
Did they?
Tommy's lubing up.
He was doing some gardening. And
what did you say? Okay.
And then Chet Hanks, he's above that.
It's funny. What about Chet Hanks? He's my favorite. Hold on, I'm doing Chet Hanks first.
Ended on a good note.
What's up, everyone? Yeah, it's true. My parents got coronavirus. Crazy.
Yo, I knew it. I knew exactly.
No accent.
It's gotta be like. Well, no, it's a little bit. Yo, that's crazy.
They're both down in Australia right now because my dad was shooting a movie down there. But I just got off the phone with them. They both are fine. They're not even that sick. They're not worried about it. They're not tripping, but they're going through the necessary health precautions, obviously.
Sure.
But I don't think it's anything to be too worried about. I
could tell he's worried.
Yeah.
You can kind of see he started. He was gonna go. That's crazy, but then he reeled it in. But he still had to fucking have all his tattoos like he's like 50 Cent or some shit like that.
Everyone's concern and the well wishes, but I think it's all gonna be all right. But I appreciate it. And
they're both actors now. They probably take good care of themselves, and they'll probably pull through.
Everybody stay safe out there. Much love.
All right. No, Chet, I'm not gonna make fun of Chet. I thought he was gonna say something stupid. At least I was hoping he would. No,
I was hoping he was gonna be like, "Yeah, my mixtape comes out next week, man."
I don't like Tom's the politics too much, but he's a national treasure, and some of the movies he's made are just. I mean, Forrest Gump is like one of my favorite fucking movies on earth. And you know, I wish the best to him, and I'm sure things are going to work out. You know, the thing I worry is that we don't have a big enough sample size to see if the fatality rate is, and I think that's why everybody's taking so many crazy precautions. We don't know if the fatality rate might be lower than the regular flu, and in which case, sorry, Charlie. I mean, some motherfucker's going to be checking out, but that's the way it is every month, and every week, and every day. You know. And it sucks when it happens to you or somebody you love. You know, it's almost worse when it happens to somebody you love. You know, because they have to suffer. Their suffering's over. But, you know, it's tough to tell if this is anywhere. Like, more people have died from the flu, from what I understand, since January of this year than have already died of coronavirus. Okay? And we do normal shit. I mean, look at me. I got this fucking thing here. I put on my
That's a lot of money,
Jesus,
I guess.
It's making me crazy.
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I got hand sanitizer. It's probably wasting it. My wife says I got to wash my hands ahead of time. Like, wash them regular, then use it. But I saw guys in the army using it all the fucking time. Thanks to the well wishes. Big ups. No, I'd do. It'd be funny if Chet was a closeted fan. No, if that's you, Chet, I sincerely wish your parents the best. They made some wonderful movies. You know, it's just like we don't know. We don't know if this is going to have more. It's going to be worse than the other. It's funny, like, people are dying probably more people died of cancer the last fucking, 30 days than this thing. But we don't know. We don't probably have a good enough sample size. We can't trust China for anything. You know, and there's no I wouldn't give it if I had the if they had the flu shot for it, I wouldn't be giving a fuck right now.
Yeah.
So it's you don't know, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, I don't think I'm freaking out, but I did supply up like a good 2 weeks before people got crazy. I am thinking about pulling my kid out of school because he's only going to kindergarten. Kindergarten in Germany is preschool. It's not any kind of graded school. So like he's a lot easier to take care. It used to be that I couldn't work if he was here. He's not like that anymore. You know, I give him something to do, and if I manage my day, you know, we can go through something together, and then I get back to work. But yeah, it's just I don't know. We don't know, and that's the problem. It's fear. It's what's driving the markets down. That's why, you know, they you know, Trump closed the border to Europe, which I think was a good idea. I don't know why he didn't add the UK, but hey, what the fuck do I know? And you know, I think the biggest thing that pisses me off is people trying to politically weaponize this shit. I mean, there isn't nobody motherfucking fault this happened. The only people that I think might be at fault is the Chinese government for lying, and we don't even know if that's true.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know if that's true.
Dude, it's even hurting my job.
Oh, yeah, I bet. They don't want you touching their fucking food. I had a kid.
Well, I don't touch it. I just deliver.
I don't know. Can you see me on screen? Like, I'll have to do with beer caps. But like, he handed me, like, I bought a pack of cigarettes, and he handed me money like this.
As fast as can? Yeah.
Yeah, and like, making sure he didn't touch my skin. He's shaking. He's a Turkish kid. I don't blame him. He's just scared. I'm more scared of the scared people, and I'm really disgusted with people politicizing this. And it's like, oh, well, if you're like, I mean, there was a guy in the New York Times, you're sick, it's Trump's fault. I mean, they literally you can't see past the election. It's really repulsive. Yeah, but whatever. And I don't mind when Trump's people swing back at him for that shit. Donald Trump Jr. was swinging back at these motherfuckers. So,
see, I think I'd be a lot more worried if I was.
Did you
where
hear
you are.
that Prince Harry fell for a prank call? Did I post that?
I didn't.
Oh, this is great. Before we go. Oh yes, this is good. I'll look. Prince Harry is apparently a dope. He's like the first-rate dummy, and it's the same Russian crew.
Is it those people that did the Greta Thunberg?
Yeah,
thing?
it was Greta again. And he fell for it. The big fucking detached dummy. What a boomer. See what I mean? See what I mean? Prince Harry's been praying for the jokes on us.
You know that equals the N-word now, right, Tommy?
Prince Harry, he's blaming Trump for shit. I need an article. Oh God, I'm so sick of looking at her. I knew that was going to be trouble when I found out who she was. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry shared their least. You know, they want the title of royal, but they don't want to do royal shit. I mean, what the fuck is the matter with it? What a bunch of entitled cunts. And you know, I really liked Prince Harry. And he was in the fucking front line. I always had a lot of respect for him. And he also said, like, he also really said wonderful things about the States, what he ever did. And, you know, I know he worked with the American Army. He's worn away American flags before. But I'm really disgusted with this. Prince Harry has been relatively restrained when speaking in public about him and his wife, Meghan Markle's decision to step down. I got to hear it. Go search on YouTube for the call.
Let me get you.
Maybe they got ahead of it. Decision to step down as senior members of the royal family. But it appears some pranksters posing as Greta Thunberg convinced the Duke of Sussex to spill tea. Why would you tell a 16-year-old girl anything personal? Spill the tea on how he really feels on the whole tea. According to a report published by The Guardian on Wednesday, Harry was duped by Vladimir Kuznetsov and Alexei Stroll. It sounds like the 1992 first line of the New York Rangers. Who run
it's in your Discord DM.
All right, let me hear this shit. This has got to be good.
Pretty sure.
This is good.
Sounds like it.
Oh God. Is this the channel?
It's not an easy time, and the world is in a troubled place. And unfortunately, the world is being led by some very sick people. Stop any change from happening, whether it's because of their own bias, whether it's because of the fact that it's going to change the way that they are able to behave themselves, or just because, as I said earlier, because they may be sick.
You know, we are tired of everything that is happening, especially around Europe, political crisis. And you know, in your country, I've heard about it. We should be in the Union, but we are one European family, I think.
We trapped.
No, completely. I think for many years we've been at not at a tipping point, but every year we get closer. And once we get over that tipping point, then it all changes. But at the moment, the fossil fuel industry and certain presidents around the world are driving completely the wrong agenda. And I think the most important thing to do is, I don't mind saying this to you guys. I think the mere fact that
he thought he was talking to Greta's dad.
Yep.
Ah, you big dummy! You stupid ginger!
Donald Trump is pushing the coal industry so big in America, he has blood on his hands because the effect about
blood on his hands
and on the island nation.
Well, that means I guess India and China don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't quite. Yeah, we won't let other people raid the Europe raid our treasury, which they'd be happy to do. That's the yeah. No, we're all gonna be dead in 12 years. And I guess we shift all the power to people that think like him. I guess the world will be saved at the last minute. Why does that just sound dumb to me? And maybe not true.
Far away.
I mean, the people that have called into this show and that are environmentalists sound more like Scientologists than anything scientific. And that's my experience. I'm not claiming anything. No, I do believe in climate change. I just don't believe that their solutions are, because their solutions seem to be political, not scientific.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even the scientists are cross what to do, but the liberals know what to do. Give me more power, which is something they would want if there was an environmental crisis to begin with.
Again, out of sight, out of mind. But we've visited those places, and I'm sure you have as well. People's lives have been completely destroyed. People are dying every single month by some form of natural disaster that has been created from this huge...
So we didn't have natural disasters like before? It's all environmental?
Change.
Donald Trump created tornadoes, Tommy.
When I was a kid in the 80s and early 90s, we had 2-3 hurricanes a motherfucking year. Like big ones in South Carolina and Florida. I barely missed. Was it Andrew? I forget the one I missed. The one that cut through fucking Miami and then to New Orleans. I forget what. This was 1992. I was in Pensacola when that one happened. I got to see Mother Nature be the bitch that she is. I saw the waves in the ocean after that hurricane blew by. I was like, holy motherfucker. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
You are so insignificant when you see waves coming up and crashing on top of waves, and it's like the sea looks like somebody just took a spoon and stirred it real quick.
Imagine being able to look right at a tornado.
As many hurricanes as we did. We haven't had that many since fucking. We haven't had a big disaster since 2005. So every time every time it just sounds like the sky is falling.
Our climate. So again, we have to almost physically shake these people and get them to realize that
you've been radicalized
from your future, which you've said over and over again, which I applaud you for. But also that they are directly responsible for actually killing people and wiping out whole communities. And now I'm...
where are the scientists on entire communities being killed? I understand CO2 in the air. I understand, but where's the evidence that it's directly related? Where's the evidence that we're going to die in 12 years? A card, what scientist, what study, and how much you want to bet if you can find one, it's contested, because that's what scientists do. It's fucking fuck each other all day. And he sounds like a Scientologist to me. He sounds like the end is nigh to me. Jesus Christ, he said by 2015, they had a television show on NBC saying, Manhattan's gone in 2015. I've been hearing that since I was a child, that the Empire State Building will be underwater.
I remember hearing that when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
20 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not saying the environment's not being changed. But, these people, so you have to shake them? What about democracy? Do you really believe that these people that disagree with you are just like comic book villains and want to watch the world burn? Are you nuts? Boy, man, you are in love. Speaking about in love, One of the best men on the internet, Alec Luford, who had one of the best girls of all time.
I mean, he's doing really good.
He's doing good.
He's doing good.
Man's man. You know, I tell you something. That's the kind of guy. Like, he's the kind. He's old school. He's all man. Mm-hmm. He also can laugh at himself, which I think is important in life. You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
We got to get him back on here.
I'm afraid. Because I feel like I'm taking advantage of the situation. We got to talk about the cancer. Maybe he's tired of it.
I mean, no, we wouldn't even have to talk about that. It'd just be, I come and hang out, catch up.
Well, we have to talk about it. How do we not talk about it? Drama Channel.
I'm sure he'd probably be fine with that. He knows. I
feel like everybody's done it except me, you know, and like I just like, it's personal for me. Talk me into it this weekend when we're playing video games or something.
I got you.
Yeah, talk me into it. But let's
but this clip is, I think something else.
This is great.
Uh-oh. Getting closer.
Fuck. Shit. Did he really get...
No, I'm kidding. Kidding. It was an ambulance.
It was an ambulance.
That's good. It's really good to see that he's getting back to normal.
Yeah.
I can't imagine going what he did. Can you imagine falling that hard for a girl?
Dude, I don't know what I'd do.
And fucking... That girl was living with that disease for like, I mean, you know, I got the same thing with thoughts. He's been living with this disease. Should have clipped him 20 years ago, you know, and now he's around my age. And he could go at any time too. You know? And it's like, she was like it. She didn't look at it that way. But, you know, when the time comes, the time comes. Makes me want to smoke. Let's get the fuck out of here, Doc.
Jeez.
Let's go play some video games.
GG's,
I'm
everybody.
depressed. I want to do drugs. And, like, I do, you know, caffeine and, what the fuck is that? The motherfucking word is this fucking thing sucks. Fuck out of here. What the? OBS? I don't know.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town to King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 months. Bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated the evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Shit Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
I'll touch
it's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I'll touch on Hojan Sunday. It's not going anywhere. I'm sure she won't delete it. She's too stupid not to.